Hatha Yoga. Very gentle class today. Tickle in my throat. We're mostly going to be doing it either seated on the floor or lying on the floor. So we're going to take our time doing this as more of a refreshing, relaxing, letting us concentrate on our breathing throughout. So really take your time. It's great to do with comfortable clothes on, a nice mat. A yoga mat is great because it keeps you from sliding. Very good for that. Also, that little bit of cushion, a braided rug will work also. So just whatever will work for you is fine. Just take your time. Excuse me. And also you want to just have room to lay down, to move a little bit. So we're going to relax. We're going to just take a deep breath in, and then we're going to go ahead and sit on the floor. So I brought a pillow. Excuse me. A pillow's great because it's like that added little cushion for you to sit on. Also, you can put it under your knees if you're kneeling down. So really a great way to kind of refresh and relax. So we'll bring that pillow. So first of all, we're just going to sit down on the pillow. Excuse me. Taking your time. And you can always start from wherever you're at, from wherever you feel comfortable. Sometimes it's hard to cross your legs very easy. You can just keep them in front of you and rest your arms, hands. Sit with your feet out straight. There's no wrong way to do it. Do what is comfortable for you. So it's really about listening to your body, giving you that time to stretch and relax, or just to loosen up. You know, don't push it. With yoga, there's no pain allowed at all. Never. I mean, you are not, you know, like even sitting down here, if I would get uncomfortable, I could always bend my knees a little bit, or bend them up to relax and stretch. Excuse me. So again, it is about taking your time and fitting it to work for you. Our bodies are all different. If you do a yoga class online or with a group, you can see that everyone is at different levels, and that's great. You don't want to be exactly the same. You do want to have that time to kind of just find out how comfortable you are with some of the postures or moves or what works for you. So when we start out, we're thinking about breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, just pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. So keeping the breath in the lower abdominals, breathing in and breathing out with each breath. Like even sitting, you can feel the stomach press out as you fill it up with air. Breathe out, pressing it back in. Breathe in, it just pulls, presses out. Breathe in. And this is excellent for just helping our mind and body to connect, giving us that time to kind of feel those breaths going. Excuse me. Also, just breathing like this during the day can help you to feel more connected, kind of slowing down that hectic pace and lets your body kind of relax or calm down a little to feel a little better. So really about taking your time and practicing that breath, that breathing. So filling up, breathe in, breathe out, press as much air out as you comfortably can with each breath. We're also breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. We keep our mouths closed as much as we can. Excuse me. Breathing in through the nostrils, filling in the lungs. As you breathe out, just takes all that spent oxygen, carbon dioxide out and lets it go. As it comes in, again, filters, warms, and moistens it to work that much better through your body. And then just helps your blood and oxygen to get through your whole body, into your fingertips, into your brain, everywhere. So we're going to sit down at first. And again, whatever way you're comfortable sitting, take your time. We're just going to practice that breathing for just about 4 breaths. So deep breath in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Deep breath in, again, in through the nostrils and out. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Deep breath in, filling lower abdominals. Breathe out, pressing the air out of the lower abdominals. And again, deep breath in, filling up, stomach's pressing out. And breathe out, pressing the stomach in, pressing that air out. So just relax your fingers, relax your legs. Again, you can have your feet straight out. You can sit with your knees bent, just kind of relaxing, just wherever you feel comfortable. The pillow really does help. It kind of helps you to feel a little bit more comfortable and relaxed. So here we're going to stretch out each leg forward. If you're not on a pillow, just pull your cheeks back so you're sitting on your sits bones. On the pillow, just make sure you're near the front half of the pillow. So almost a third of the pillow behind it you're not sitting on, but you're sitting more toward the front. That kind of helps your cheeks to press back as you kind of lengthens, kind of strengthens, great, through the body. So in yoga, with our breathing, we're still doing that breathing, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And we do in yoga, trying to do as much as we can about equally forward bends. So the forward bend will be when you're scrunching forward, still breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach, kind of reaching, stretching out forward. Also back bends, you place your hands behind you and just pull the shoulders back and look up. So your back is kind of arching, your shoulders and your hips are back farther. So it's just like that little bend, so you're looking back. So instead of forward bend, when you're going like this, the head and the hips more forward and the stomach pressing back at the forward bend. Back bend, stomach is pressing forward, shoulders and hips are behind, kind of pressing back. And also twist side to side. So twist the side, one side, kind of lining up gently, and then take a deep breath in, and just the other way. So you can see we can do very short stretches, but if you kind of do your stretches where you do the forward bend for like 4 breaths, 3 or 4 breaths, it kind of lets your body relax into it. So we'll do about 4 breaths for each of those same things, reaching up, and we're just going to bring our body forward as far as we're comfortable. Here we're going to do about 4 breaths, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Still breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. So at least about 4 breaths, then relax back up, great. So the next is going to be that back bend. So we're going to put our hands just behind us that little bit so you can kind of lean back a little bit. And all you're going to do is, as you look up, you're going to press the stomach forward and look up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are reaching back. So if you're sitting straight up, you can still do it, but just again, so the stomach presses out with each breath. And breathing in. As you breathe out, press that air out, deep breath in. And breathe out. And again, keeping your mouth closed as much as you comfortably can. So from the side, the back is just kind of curved like that. Your shoulders are back, your hips are back, and the back is pressing in. So it's just a back bend. Forward bend would be head and hips forward and the stomach pressing back. Great. So next we're going to do that twist. So here again, we can keep it simple. We can bring one hand across, sit up nice and tall, top of your head reaching toward the ceiling. Bring your left arm back behind you, kind of in where you're comfortable, where you can still sit up straight. And we'll look back. So you're pressing a little bit to the right with the hand, kind of pressing one direction, looking, stretching the other. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils with each breath. Filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Great, deep breath in, just relax forward. Now bring that left arm across onto the right side, just pressing a little bit. Right arm coming back, heel to palm on the floor. And here again, you're sitting up nice and straight, top of the head toward the ceiling. You're breathing out as you press the shoulder back, pressing the leg just that little bit, kind of just pressing against it as you look back over your shoulder. Breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can with each breath. Breathing in and out through through the nostrils. And deep breath in, relax that arm forward. So you can see how just holding each one side and then the other, one side and then the other, for that 3 to 4 good breaths, really let you kind of stretch into that stretch a little more, and then relax back. Great, so we're going to do another forward bend. And here we're going to bring our knees in as far as you're comfortable, and we're just going to reach forward with the top of the head and then reach the hands out toward either the lower legs or toward the ankles. So again, wherever you're comfortable, deep breath in, breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Deep breath in, breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. And last deep breath in, breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. And then relax. Great. So from the back bend, here again, you can take your time. So here again, just relax your body. So here, you're just going to reach forward with the hands just about to the knees, and you're just going to look up towards the ceiling. So you can feel, instead of straight reaching out, your back is a little straighter. But when you look up toward the ceiling, you get that little bit of a back bend. You're looking up. And deep breath in. So take a breath, and deep breath in as you look up. We're just going to do about 2 more breaths. So breathing in, you can also set your hands on your knees and look up toward the ceiling. So you can feel the stomach coming forward, a little bit forward, shoulders are a little bit back, and the hips also. And deep breath in, relax back. Great, so take your time. Seated spinal twist, we're going to bring our right knee in toward the left. Left arm's coming across just to pull it in gently. Right hand's coming back, and you just place it on the floor behind you. So if it's comfortable here, you can, or bring it in so you sit up nice and straight, gently. And here you're going to bring your knee a little across the body as you press the shoulder back. We're going to breathe in again, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. So breathing in and out through the nostrils. Deep breath in then. We're going to straighten this leg out. Now we're going to bring the left one in, again sitting nice and tall. Right arm's coming across just to pull it a little bit across the body that direction. And our left arm's coming the opposite, kind of on the floor where you feel comfortable. And you're pulling the knee a little to the right as you look, kind of stretch. Look toward the left. And again, we're still breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. No pain is allowed still, so really take your time. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils with your stretch. Deep breath in, just relax back up. So again, just a couple of deep breaths. 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 is great. Kind of let your body stretch, kind of loosen up instead of feeling a little tight on one side. Hopefully you'll feel like you kind of adjust or balance your body a little bit more. So really take your time, and we're going to put our right hand on the side. We're going to do a side bend right to the side. Reaching only as far as you're comfortable. So breathing in and out through the nostrils. Only going as far as you comfortably can. And reach back up. Then we'll do the other side. Again, reaching out as far as you're comfortable so the hips are still pressing against the floor. And raise the right up, or the pillow. And again, only as far as you're comfortable. Sometimes you have to back it up a little. You feel like you need a little support. And sometimes you can stretch a little farther. Again, listen to you. Still breathing, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. And then relax back up. Great. Good one to do for the sides. So for the forward bends, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit, go onto the floor. And here I'm going to just turn the mat to the side. So again, just make sure you have enough room to lay down gently. Great. Take your time. And here I'm going to roll back. So you can lay down onto your side and roll back, or you can round the back and lower back gently. So again, take your time. And here, again, just make sure you have room to stretch your arms out, that you have room on your mat, that you're kind of comfortable. So here, first what we're going to do is we're going to just do the bridge. We're going to put our hands along our sides. I'm going to lift up our hips. And so you can see your back kind of curves up just a little bit to give you that very nice and straight if you can. Breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. So breathing in and out through the nostrils. Lower gently to the floor. Great. And relax your shoulders. So bring your arms out shoulder height. We'll drop our knees a little to the right as we turn to look to the left. We're still breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Back up. And then we'll drop the knees to the left as we look to the right. And again, only as far as you're comfortable. If you feel any pain, just back up and only stretch that far. So very important to have no pain at all. Slowly bring the knees back up, looking up. So here, we're going to stretch and help through our hip and knee. We're going to bring our left knee in, and we're going to stretch our right leg out. So here again, only as far as you comfortably can. Still breathing in and out through the nostrils. Left knee in, and now we're going to stretch our right leg out nice and long. So again, take your time, deep breaths in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Still breathing in and out through the nostrils. Slowly relax that foot back to the floor. So the next one we're going to do, again, take your time, listen to your body. We're going to stretch our right leg up toward the ceiling. And we're going to draw a circle in the air one direction. Just out around as far as you comfortably can. As straight a leg kind of pull towards you, just a little bit if you can. And now the opposite direction. Circle around, still breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. And then we'll relax that foot to the floor, bent knee. And then we're going to stretch our left leg up. So again, just the opposite that you did before. Kind of pulling it gently towards you, and we'll draw a circle in the air with the toes. And just keep breathing filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Now we'll go the other way, drawing that circle. Still breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils with each breath. Deep breath in. We'll put our foot down on the floor. We're going to put our arms out shoulder height, palms down. We're going to straighten our left leg out nice and long. Our right foot, the toes can go under the knee or on top. And we're just going to pull the knee to the left as we look to the right, about as equally each direction as you can. Still breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. We'll bring the knee back, and we're going to bend both knees, lift your hips, kind of your shoulders, line up shoulders, hips, and knees. Now we'll stretch our right leg nice and long. Left at the toes, either under the knee or on top. And we're going to bring our right arm across to pull it across the body as we turn and look to the left. So again, just comfortably pressing each direction. Breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Still breathing in and out through the nostrils. Deep breath in. Slowly bring the knee back up. Bending the knee, placing the other one on the floor. And now we're just going to lift up our stomach, kind of just gently reaching up. So your stomach is raising up a little bit, and your weight is on your head. And then relax back down, lifting up your hips to relax back down. So you can see on the floor, we're going to roll over and get up. You can tell on the floor it's harder to do your back bends. It's harder to do that. So we'll do more on our hands and knees to kind of show you, or laying down on the floor. So we're going to go ahead here, and we're going to just lower down. So here again, take your time. I can do it a little more at the angle so you can see. So all you're going to do is lower down onto the floor. So here you can do it. So here first we're going to bring our shoulders over our elbow, and we're just going to look up as far as we comfortably can. So you can kind of straighten the legs just a little, looking up as far as you're comfortable. Breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. So you can see that's a really good back bend. Your back is going like this. So just relax, look up as far as you comfortably can. And then we're going to lower down. We're going to put our hands on the mat, elbows in once again, and look up as far as we're comfortable. So you're kind of stretching, kind of pressing the lower abdominals toward the floor, and still breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And then last, we'll take a deep breath in. We're going to raise our shoulders up. And again, lengthen, kind of lifting the straight legs. Looking up again as far as you comfortably can. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils with each breath. And relax down. Great. So relaxing arms, shoulders. So here we're going to go ahead and back up. So we're on our hands and knees, and we're going to raise our right arm, left leg. So just opposite arm and leg, only as far as you comfortably can. Still breathing in, filling lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Left arm, right leg again, only up, reaching out as far as you comfortably can. So breathing in and out through the nostrils as we fill the lower abdominals and stomach. Breathing out, pressing as much air out of the lower abdominals as you can. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And relax the arm, great. So here what we're going to do, we're going to flip our toes. We're going to press back into the downward facing dog. Sometimes you have to walk your hands a little farther ahead so you're comfortable. And here we're going to press the hips up towards the ceiling as your head reaches through the arms just a little bit. So again, hips are pressing up, only going as far as you comfortably can. And you can see my heels are a little ways off the floor. I can never press down. Some people might be able to, but I always have to keep my heels off the floor by about 4 inches or 5, and just press, hips pressing up towards the ceiling. And a deep breath in. You can either go onto your hands and knees and get up. So we're going to slowly just get up wherever or however you're comfortable. And we're just going to finish with just relaxing again. So really, if you think about yoga with those forward bends, those back bends, and those twists side to side, you really get strengthened. Even the cow or cat stretch we could have done also, but we'll do a tiny bit of that standing up. We're just gonna take one deep breath in, reaching back. Breathe out, rounding forward, kind of pulling the stomach, pressing it. Deep breath in, reaching the stomach forward. Breathe out, rounding forward. Deep breath in, reaching back, stretching. And breathe out, rounding forward, letting all that air go. And then just relax your arms and shoulders. So yoga can be fun. You can kind of find a few forward bends, back bends, so the back bends are where it's reaching like this. Forward bends, just rounding forward, kind of pressing the stomach in. Really does help you line up. Same with the reaching side to side, or any of the twists. So the side to side or twists, so forward bends, back bends, and those twists or the stretches doing one side and then the other. It really helps your body line back up. So even now, when I first started yoga, I did it more for the strengthening and kind of helping my shoulder aching or my back and lower back. I really had pain at those times. So for me, yoga was for kind of balancing the body. So I was thinking, again, like they show, your body's divided this way, half on this side, half on this side. So you're kind of split down the middle. Also, right at the waist, if you think of it, you're bending forward, so half your body below and half above. And then also from the side, when you think about being split right down the middle, about half in front of the body and half in the back. So you kind of are divided in these planes. When you do yoga, what's so great is if you feel a little tight on one side, you feel like eventually you feel more balanced. You don't feel like you're kind of, a little more uncomfortable, or you may feel like you can stand up a little straighter. So you feel like your planes in your body kind of balance out and get a little more steady, a little stronger. And also that breathing, not only is it bringing in the oxygen as you're filling the lower abdominals and stomach, breathing out, pressing all that air out, breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils to warm, purify, and moisten that air to work so well. You're bringing all that oxygen through your body, helping the blood to pump stronger, to bring all that nutrition and oxygen to your toes, to your fingertips, to your brain, to your lungs, every organ inside. Your skeletal system gets stronger and more oxygen brought in to make you work so much stronger, so much better. Also your lymph nodes all inside, they're kind of getting scrunched or pressed. So as you're bending forward, you're cutting off the circulation just a little bit. And when you release, it just makes it flow that much faster. So like when you're pressing, it doesn't let the blood flow quite as much. But when you release, it just flows so much stronger through your body. It's great for your mood, your hormones, your bones, your muscles, your lungs, every part of your body is all getting that benefit by doing some yoga. The breathing is so important also. That mind and body connection really is huge in making us feel stronger, kind of gets rid of that tightness, that uncertainty, that achiness. So I'm hoping you can join yoga or try it. It's really great to do the Monday class, which is a little bit longer class, and then usually Wednesdays. This class is usually a little shorter, a little more mindfulness, a little more time in doing maybe a shorter class or doing more like this, explaining it a little more. So too, when I started yoga and was feeling all the benefits, it really hit me how our mind gets more relaxed. My mind, I could tell, could change pace and kind of catch up and not let myself get overrun. I tend to think about 3-4 things at a time, multitask too much, but it really made me be able to pull back, breathe better, kind of slow it down, kind of work in the moment. So yoga can, and just not have that stress and tightness and feel more focused and ready to go after. Or at night, just calming down with a few stretches. Sometimes we are sitting at our desk and we stretch. Sometimes we stretch forward, kind of reaching, stretching. And sometimes we kind of sit on the chair and pull side to side. So you probably have been doing some forms of yoga different times, but it's really fun to kind of learn how to do them, make them maybe last a little longer. Maybe the breaths, maybe just starting with the breaths, laying on the floor, just feeling your stomach press out as you fill up. Breathe out, just feel it lower. Such a great way to start your day, end your day, a break during the day, or doing a little sometime during the morning, a little sometime during the evening time. Hope you join and try yoga. Thanks for joining today.